Alright, good morning, and we're back again with Coach Sean.
Morning.
And right now, okay, we're connected with our life coach all the way from Region 5
Bicol.
Bicol, Coach Dan.
Hello.
Hello. Good
Hello. Hello.
morning,
Hello.
Coach
Hello.
Dan.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Okay, it's nice to have you, Coach Dan. Supposedly, Coach Dan is traveling to Manila, Coach Sean, di
Yes.
ba? Kaso
Tama.
inabutan tayo ng
Quarantine.
quarantine.
Quarantine. Hindi na nakapag-travel. Oo.
Oh, may quarantine, Coach. Ano Dan? May quarantine na ba dyan? How's the conditions out there? What is your situation right now?
Totoo po, may quarantine na rin po dito. Very strict quarantine actually kasi people are not allowed to go out. May certain hours lang na pwede ka go
Okay.
out and may community
Mm.
pa. Bibili ka ng something from the market, kailangan mo may pass ka kasi may mga checkpoints. Even if you own like private vehicles, hindi ka rin makakalabas kasi you'll pass through those checkpoints and then you need your identification. So, medyo it's very quiet, I should say. Na before you can see like the streets bustling around with jeepneys, with private
Yeah.
vehicles. Ngayon
Mhm.
sobrang limited din yung places that you can go. Barely the necessities, I should say.
Okay. Okay. For those of you joining us for the first time, Who of the Hour is our effort to connect with our certified life coaches in different parts of the country, in different parts of the globe. Okay. We have also coaches outside of the Philippines. And we're doing this Who of the Hour because we want to hear from our coaches, our change agents, and we want to share also how we can continue to help the community and the industry that they are representing. So, Coach Dan here from Region 5 from Bicol is actually from the industry of information technology. Tama po, Coach Dan? Okay.
Yes
So,
po, totoo.
Coach Sean, no? Si Coach Sean at si Coach Tin po ang ating toilers. Sila po ang ating people who started really opening the door of life coaching and advancing life coaching there in Bicol. So, Coach
Yes.
Dan, it's just a beautiful morning here in Manila. I know it's
Yes.
also beautiful morning there in Bicol, but there is such a thing in the morning that there is so full of uncertainty. Nako, Coach, yung kinukwento niya kanina na konti yung mga tao and all of those, I could remember our time in Bicol. Pag nandyan tayo, pag gabi,
Oo.
pwede pa tayo. Diba? We can extend. Ngayon, Coach, Dan,
May
hindi
mga
na
bukas
pwede.
pa.
Anong oras ang curfew? May pass pa. Hanggang anong oras pwede
Yeah,
bumili, Coach Dan?
and curfew is like very early, mga around 8 p.m. and then up to 4 in the morning.
Ah.
Okay. So, kami, Coach Dan, is also having the same curfew. We are actually operating right now live, okay, from Decaf Coffee Republic, but we also follow the curfew. So, during curfew, we also shut down the operations to customers where basically no one can really get into the coffee shop, into the place because nga of
Mm.
all the restrictions. But we
Yes.
continue to operate this to provide an online service to people who will be
Mm.
needing our coaching services, especially this trying time when people are starting to go ballistic na daw sa bahay. Coach
Yes.
Dan, nararamdaman mo ba yon na medyo mahirap yung pakiramdam? Si Coach Sean, di ba, Coach Sean, yung feeling na yung mga parents na nakikita yung mga anak lagi nakikita yung mga
Oo.
magulang, yung mga asawa lagi
Ah,
magkasama.
Oo.
Kumusta sa inyo sa bahay?
wala ako sa bahay ngayon eh, pero I constantly make efforts to connect sa kanila. And
Okay.
at the same time worried that for the past few, I think one day nagkasakit siya, parang may nagkasipon, and then nilagnat. So
Oh,
I also grow a little bit concerned. Sabi ko, "Oh, oops, kailangan na natin ipa-check up yan, kailangan." So it's a different, very different setup. Na before you could just go into, go pay a visit. Ngayon, hindi mo na kaya pwedeng gawin yun kasi, we have quarantines. And even if perhaps andun ako, the situation would to be too different. So, yeah. So, technically, dito naman sa bahay, since wala naman ako wala naman masyadong pagkakaabalahan, I try to make myself productive. Naglinis ako ng kwarto. Nung isang
yay!
araw narinig nila yung vacuum umaandar. Sabi nila, Dan, bihira mo yung ginagawa, ha? Sabi ko, oo, kailangan we need to stay productive. days. So if it turn ko lang yung focus ko sa something that would perhaps be more productive. Kasi iba yung totoo na may effect siya sa mental health mo if you are actually confined. I personally work as a freelancer. So sanay ako from work from home environment. Pero iba pa rin yung parang may nakalagay na quarantine. Kasi I usually go out. Di ba pa, I work from home, so parang I stay in my workstation most of the time. Pero if I can, I would actually go and feel the breeze sa near the beach
Gusto
or
mo, pwede mong
Yun,
gawin, Coach Dan.
kaya.
oo,
Mm.
oo, kasi parang kailangan mo ng place para you needed a space para to cool down, to really to vent out your stresses or at least just to relax. So ngayon hindi ko na yung nagagawa, parang you are at home, you feel at home, but sometimes there is an urge for me to like go out and feel the breeze, something like that. So ngayon hindi muna natin nagagawa yan, for
Oo.
for the safety.
Oo, ngayon parang dati may freedom ka to go out anytime you want eh. Pero ngayon parang restricted ka na. You have that may nakagrip sa'yo na hindi ka makalabas. Coach,
Opo.
currently especially right now hindi ka makalabas, 'di ba? And most of the things that you do
Mhm.
nakakapag-connect ka sa social media. All of the things that you're reading in social media and Facebook, how are you currently reacting to those messages or to the
Yan.
information or to the people who messages you?
Mm-mm.
Ah, at first, siguro, of course, it's more concerning. Kasi if sa bahay, you could not hear those, those, th- uh, yung mga, for example, there's a news or a rumor about someone who possibly turned, na nag-positive or something like that. Narinig. But right now, since I have a lot of time, sometimes I scroll through social media and I start to be really conscious na. Parang, wait, alright, I think kailangan ko na din mag-stock up ng food kasi I see a lot of people who are doing the same. Like, yung iba nag-hoard na like ng medicines or ng face mask,
Panic
something
na,
like that.
panic
Parang,
buying. Mm.
yeah, exactly. Na parang, yung emotions ko, parang, napupul towards that, nag-gravitate towards the emotion of the people na nasa social media.
And
I think si Coach Dan, no, is representing commonly. Coach Dan, and inside Upskill last time I did a session on telecommuting and telework, and indeed,
yes.
no, yung those people who are on used to be on a telecommuting or telework or work from home, who's having this like what you're doing, that you're able to walk from your workstation, have some break, some
Mm-hmm.
fresh air, and right now that's practically taken away from you, okay?
Yes.
And I think you are representing
Yes.
those people right now who are affected mentally, okay? We're
Mm.
not saying that you're going crazy, but we are acknowledging that is very reason
Yeah.
bakit namin we continue to operate online, no? Even we don't have customers coming in and out, we continue to operate VCAP because we want to give you really that assurance that we're still here, okay? That we're still
Yeah.
hello, coach. We're
Yes.
You can
operating.
talk to someone.
You can talk to someone. You can
Yes.
message us, and we will do this. How much more can we help you, Coach Dan? Because you are a representative of the many who's suffering from that right now. How do you think? What more can we do to stretch, okay, to help you in this time, especially nandyan kayo sa Region 5. Wala dyan sila Coach Sean and Coach Ian.
Yes.
Yun nga eh. Pero I think we could, use some help. Kung minsan kailangan lang din namin ng kausap because, telecommuting or working as a freelancer, working virtually, very limited yung interaction with actual people, right? So, the faces you meet are more like the same. So, kung minsan naghahanap din kami ng someone who we could vent out to about work, someone who would like to consult or get some guidance and coaching about how do we feel about our work. Sometimes it
Mm.
could be really feels like you're stagnant because nga, hindi you don't feel the hustle and bustle of going into an office, like dressing up, stuff like that. Sometimes we needed
Yeah.
advice, or not more like advice, like coaching, or um,
Yeah.
someone who can guide us through the process. So I think yun ang pinaka-important is these days. And also
Mm.
perhaps someone who could help us be more focused on our goals. Yeah. So parang ang hirap mag-focus if you are like in your comfort zone, right? If you are working from home, 'di ba? Your home could be the most, comfortable place for you. Ex- So, and growth comes outside from your comfort zone. So how do you
Yeah.
make that work?
Correct.
So
Mm.
yun yung challenge. So since you're working from the most comfortable place where you can be, how do you still push yourself forward and keep your eyes on your goal, and try to be comfortable and being uncomfortable. So that's the
Oo.
challenge.
I like that. Being comfortable with
Table.
uncomfortable. Coach Sean, what message can you give to Coach Dan and especially to other change agents in the region right now, Region 5? And si Coach Sean, di ba, also coming from the corporate setup, yung mga ganito right now, Coach Sean, paano ba
Yeah.
natin sila pwedeng tulungan right now? I mean, a word of encouragement, I think yun yung sinasabi ni Coach Dan, no? Kasi to keep them sane, no? Coach Dan, nakaka-agitate din talaga yung
Yes.
nasa bahay lang tayo.
Oo.
Opo.
Yung tapos ano, wala kang ibang kausap, kaharap mo lang yung computer mo sa ano sa I think the really the critical one is yung pinag-uusapan natin is really filtering those you read, yung binabasa mo, because sometimes what you see in
Mm.
social media, aminin naman natin sa hindi, some of it are trash, and what if you put in trash, then that's what comes out of you. And yun nga yung ano, 'di ba? For us to be able to take a look at things on a positive perspective is to be able to filter the message, or
Yes.
the data or the information that we're getting. Sabi mo nga kanina, Coach Dan, 'di ba? Kung lahat ng nakikita mo yung mga nagpa-panic buying na and so on, then that also triggers it. And I think the most
Yeah.
critical one is if those information is not serving you positively, then I think we need
Yeah.
to be mindful and cognizant about the information we receive, plus what we share. Kasi
Mm.
especially for
Yeah.
us, we are life coaches. Minsan naisipin mo, we're not influencers, but we are. People look up to us and all of the things that we share in social media, especially the conversations that we have. Then we need to be very intentional about the messages that we get and we share. Now, may ano yung tinuro nga ni Coach A doon sa coaching upskill about telemarketing, talks about what kind of environment, especially doon sa mga work at home, how can you change the environment para conducive sa'yo? Because too often, what we do is we set up our workplace lang na ganong situation, pero sometimes hindi nakakatulong. And maybe that's one
Mm.
thing that people would have the opportunity to shift ng konti. Kung ando ka, coach, sa upskill, yun, makakatulong siya sa'yo para maintindihan mo kung paano siya i-shift ng perspective. For people then, especially coach, andito naman kami, message mo lang kami. Kung gusto mo ng kausap, we're one click away. Pero I think on our end, gusto naman kami ni coach din na we really, yung what we can do differently is really, yung nga, be uncomfortable, tapos talk to you, message you more. And I know how crazy it is sometimes, ang daming nangyayari. And we can really message you there na kaya naman, andito naman kami, ano lang, message lang. Total, hindi
Mhm.
naman tayo talaga pwede magkita physically.
Yeah, oo.
Yung advantage naman ng technology right
Wag
now
na
gives
muna.
wag
Yeah.
muna,
Oo,
wag muna.
susunod
Oo, bawal.
tayo. Pero mabilis lang 'to, Coach Dan, matatapos din 'to, saglit lang
Oo,
'to. Ay,
bilis
si
lang.
John
Oo
Lauren
nga.
Villaruz, good morning daw. O saan ba galing si John? Is she also from Bicol? She is your friend, John Lawrence. Kaibigan mo ba ito, Coach Dan?
Ah, hindi ko po maalala.
Good morning siya.
But I like it. Okay.
Hello, good
John
morning.
Lawrence,
Hello,
joining
good
us. Good
morning.
morning. Oo.
Morning.
Coach, Coach Dan, right now, tingin mo in your own perspective, how is the whole of this thing, okay, will greatly impact or affect the people in the industry or doing freelancing? Ano yung effect nito ngayon? Para lang din marinig ng mga kasama mo, they're sharing the same thoughts like yours, di ba? Medyo marinig lang, uy, grabe, may kakampi ako si
Mm.
Coach Dan. Ganun din yung feeling.
Talking
Okay?
the same language.
Ah, yeah. I think yung pinaka greatest significance ng this quarantine and this
Yeah,
telecommuting these days is that a lot of people before they haven't tried working from home, and
yeah,
it's the reality as freelancers. So right now, they're like feeling they're perhaps they're still adjusting to the new reality that, hey, I for the next 30 days or so, I will be all
yeah,
alone, working at home, at the comfort of my home, or with my parents or so. So that's the reality that we live every day as a freelancers. Although it has its own perks, you also got to live its own limitation. And
I
I
see,
think
yeah,
right now those people
Yeah.
who are working, already starting to work at home, they're starting to miss their office, their coworker. Nami-miss na din nila yung
Yeah.
commute nila sa MRT although it's congested. 'Di ba? All of
yung namimiss
those
na rin
things
nila yung boss
that
nilang nag-uutos.
Oh, yung makukulit.
oo, 'di ba? O yung nag-utos sa iyo na itimpla ka. So this is the work this is the work that the world that we live in, as a freelancers, and we'll get to live it every
Correct.
day. So I think my message also to the people who are telecommuting these days is try to make it as fun as possible. Just as I do try to be productive. And I think as for me, I just take a bright side of it. Like there are people who cannot, work from home because the nature of their work is actually something that's not compatible with the work from home setup. And we're still fortunate, even
Mm.
Yeah,
though our situation right now is very different. We're still fortunate that we're still able to earn an income for our family and for ourselves. And that's what I'm
yes,
about.
yes, yes. Something to be grateful, no? Coming from a standpoint, Coach Dan, I just want to ask you the way you're sharing this right
Mhm.
now in the context of being a freelancer. How is you being a life coach, a change agent, is helping you in this season? So, can you find some value in it? Na you're a life coach, and these are some principles or some of the discipline that you are putting in to keep yourself sane at this moment in
Yeah.
time.
Mhm. Yes, of course. I think napaka-applicable ngayon yung not actually change, the situation where you
Mhm.
are in. There are variables that are indeed outside of your control, but you
Yeah.
can
Yeah,
definitely change how do you react to it. Just like
I love
yung
it.
situation natin sa quarantine. Nobody likes this quarantine, situation. It's uncomfortable for a lot of people. It's not the norm, but definitely you have your own power if di ka makalabas makalabas and do the things that you do, or you will stay at home, make use of your time, be productive,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
start looking inward,
Yeah.
try to be this situation that we have. I think these situations are variables that we are in control with. um, if we look at it, and turn it on the bright side, I think you can find a silver lining across all of this.
Yeah, and that's beautiful, coach. No, as long as you're able to see a different perspective of what's happening, and there's always a flip side,
Oo,
diba? You have
opo.
the negative and the positive. But if you focus on the positive, that is true, and that is true for
yeah,
you. Then I think yun yung pinakamaganda eh. If we can focus on that, then that would be a great outcome. But speaking of outcome, Coach Dan, with all of the things that's happening right now in your space, especially dyan sa Bicol and in our
Mm.
country right now, and even the world. If you can if you can encompass one word to use na outcome that you want after this, what's
yeah.
that outcome you want?
Um, I would like to use the word productive, pero perhaps I'll prefer enlightening. Kasi
Mm.
yeah,
I like
it's
that.
perhaps enlightening. Yeah.
Okay.
Kasi we were enlightened. I myself get that out of all the scenario, the fuss and the buzz out there, you get enlightened. Hey, Faye. We get enlightened about ano yung mga opportunities na meron ka ngayon. Ano yung mga things that you could do before na hindi mo na magawa ngayon that probably I could have taken for granted.
Yes.
I feel enlightened. I feel enlightened also that uh, I should be really thankful about the work setup that I have right now. Na although
Yeah.
different siya a little bit, I'm still thankful that I'm still able to carry my job, from the comfort of my home. Uh,
Yeah.
and also as I look inward, perhaps this time is the perfect time that I also look at my goals and where I am right now. Kind of like
Revisit.
assessing myself, yeah, exactly. Parang ganun, parang ganun, coach. Oh, di ba? Bored na bored ako. Started to look inward. So I revisit my own goals. Like, I revisit where I am. Asa na ba ako today? So stuff like that. I think yun yung enlightening moments ko this
Coach Dan,
quarantine.
join. Are you inside upskill ba?
Hindi pa po. But soon,
I think
soon,
you
soon.
will be enjoying you will be enjoying so much this season to be inside upskill. It's a
Yeah,
lot of
true.
fun inside upskill. There's a lot of things ongoing. There's just a lot of materials you need to learn, and I think this is very opportune for you to learn something as you revisit your goals.
And
How
there's
do you
also an
do
included
that?
Okay.
may isang coaching sessions ka na included for the month. So I think could benefit you as well.
Oh, okay.
Usap tayo, coach. I'll
Siguro,
message you.
Yeah, of course.
alright. Sige po.
Ako, I just wanna encourage you, Coach Dan, because you said you want to yung enlighten yung word mo enlightenment, no? I think the very fact that you are already saying this right now, you are already enlightened than many
Yeah.
of the most other people right now in panic, in chaos, and it's normal. I would say
Yes.
it's normal that we all feel that way, and that is the very reason why we try to operate this like even if just the mere thought that we're here to keep you more
Mhm.
sane, okay, than the usual that you're not able to connect with anyone. So you're already enlightened than many of the other people, Coach Dan. You've
True,
seen
true.
Yay.
that, yes. Okay, tap your shoulder.
Yay.
Come on. Okay. Oh, big love. Okay, great job. Okay, you're doing that. Coach Dan, this is an opportunity for all of us to really be able to alchemize, okay, transition whatever it is that in our hands today to turn the trajectory of things towards our benefit, towards our own desired output. Kasi may time tayo ngayon, Coach Dan, di ba? And in the midst of all the
Exactly.
uncertainty, you know what's certain, Coach Dan? Tomorrow will come.
Yeah.
Mhm. Totoo.
Tomorrow will
Totoo po.
come di ba, Coach
Exactly.
Dan? So,
Yes.
because tomorrow will come, we are all hopeful and we know that tomorrow we're still gonna be both alive, okay?
Yeah.
There is something for you
Yes.
to look forward to. Yeah, and I think you being heard today, let's keep doing this, Coach Dan, no? I mean, ngayon, may times, Coach Dan, kung under normal circumstances, wala siyang time, ngayon may time. Ulitin natin itong si Coach
Oo
Dan para may
nga.
kausap.
Oo, pag-usap ulit tayo.
Kulit-kulitin niyo
Yan.
lang po
Okay.
ako. Okay lang.
Oo, kita mo, binigyan pa tayo ng permission, gagawin
Okay
talaga
yan,
namin.
okay yan. Gawin namin yan.
Nanguhulit din talaga kami, di ba? We are separated. Ayan, sabi kanya si Coach Faye is
Coach
all the
Faye.
way from
Yan.
Region 8. From Tacloban. To busy din tong
Mm.
kapatid kong to. Okay, tomorrow will come. Ganyan. Sige. Coach Dan, doon sa mga change agents dyan sa Bicol na I'm sure hindi mo nakikita, anong message mo? Sa mga fellow coaches mo
Na-miss
dyan
ko
na
na
hindi mo
kayo.
rin asa na ba kayo?
Nami-miss
Kayo, where you?
nami-miss ko na po kayo. Asa na po kayo? Kape-kape naman tayo kung minsan. Although, wag na muna kayo.
Wag muna tayo
Quarantine din pag may time.
Correct.
Pwede naman
Quarantine din pag may time.
Facebook Messenger.
Pero sunod kape-kape din tayo.
Ay, gusto ko yan. Okay, quarantine, tas kape-kape. Tapos pag bumukas na to, biyahe din sa
Ayan na.
Manila, ha? Ayusin din natin. Tas
Totoo.
Coach Sean, bumiyahe na kayo ng Coach Tito. Hinihintay na rin
Oo.
kayo dyan.
Matapos lang tong mga ganap natin ngayon, I think we will have an opportune time to go there. Pero ano muna, yung April muna, yung Living with Love conference, yun muna. Sila muna
Oh,
bumiyahe.
nandito ka noon. Pumunta ka, kailangan niya. Leading with Love. April 22 to 25. Leading with Love conference. I'm sure si Coach Dan nandito yan. Oo.
Yes.
So, tuin ka ni Coach Dan. Pag hindi ka
andito
mabigkalangkat
na
ka
ako.
talaga.
Dito
Andito
na
ka
yan.
na. Yun. Coach John, your
Andyan ako
message
niya.
to the people.
On the
Go
ahead,
go.
Go ahead, Coach Dan.
I have actually have my already have my bags packed, on the 15th. So on the 16th nagkaroon ng lockdown, 'di ba, in Manila. And all of the flights were canceled. So parang, I was actually expecting that I will be already moving. But I think this is also a blessing in disguise on how perhaps I'm going to look at it. Because I was able to revisit a lot of things here in Legazpi.
Yeah.
And perhaps it's one way one way that God sends me to a new journey. So I really look forward to seeing you guys there.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing you here, Coach Dan. And yun, Coach, remember, andito lang kami. We're here for you, especially for the tribes who's watching there in Bicol. We are here. We're just one message away, and we'll reach out to you as well if you need someone to talk to. Kaya natin yan. Kaya natin to. I think sabi nga ni Coach, meron pang bukas. May bukas pa. And there's always full of hope. And there's always full of faith na kaya natin. We can overcome this as long as we stick together, we work with each other, and we continue to proceed and progress. I think, okay tayo yan. So we'll reach out to
And
you,
of course, we continue to pray. We continue to pray for everyone. We're believing for miracles, for 72 hours to turn around things, for great news to come, for healing to come. And Coach Dan, you are one person that can really inspire a lot of people.
Yes.
Okay, the mere fact that you're there, the mere fact that they can hear you, you are already inspiring people. You're not alone in the battle. You're not alone having this. Okay. So, and I know the feeling of bags are packed, ready to go, and then all of a sudden, lock. May impact kasi yun, Coach Dan, right? No? So medyo talagang, okay. Pero sabi nga, let's believe in God's perfect timing, Coach Dan.
Yes.
Kaya? Coach Dan, bigyan mo naman kami ng magandang message all the way from Bicol to Manila. Okay, ano naman ang message mo sa amin dito?
Titila din ang ulan. Perhaps it's the best time to enjoy the comfort of our home. Sabi nga ni Presidente, ba may lugar pa tayo na visit dito sa bahay. Perhaps if we look inward, baka may place pa sa puso mo or in your goal na you would like to revisit as well. So that's
beautiful.
The message that I would like to give to people out there.
Okay. So, Coach Sean, let's close and say goodbye to them. Okay, with our love bomb. Alam mo ba yun, Coach Dan? Napanood mo na ba yung aming love bomb boom? Napanood mo na ba yun, Coach Dan? Turuan natin si Coach Dan. Come on, turuan natin si Coach Dan.
Ito, puso.
Let's do this. Puso.
Love.
Boom. Boom. Let's do that. Love. Bomb. Love bomb. It's a love bomb. Boom.
1, 2, 3.
Let's do that. Love bomb. Boom. Okay, we love you, Coach Dan. Thank you so much for your time. We see you again online, all right?
Bye.
Okay, stay safe. God bless.